Hello everyone, welcome. We have made it to our Tuesday Thoughts and we have some sunshine today. Now we had a little bit of snow or frost or whatever we had this morning, but you know what? Let's just deal with the four seasons, be with it. We're gonna make it happen. So, yes, I am in a new place today. It's the same place, just a different place within that environment. So my family is now home, so I have had to physically distance myself from them because I don't want them interrupting my stream. But so I've had to make a shift, and that's okay. We're all changing. We're all going through these shifts and changes together, and we just have to go with it, orient ourselves, take a deep breath, and that's why we're here today. So before I get into it, hello to everyone that's joining. Please let me know where you're joining from. Just to go over the supports that KSAC has available. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, our 24-hour crisis line. Hey, 24-hour crisis line is available. It is a phone number that you call at 1-866 298-7778. From Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 4:30. Our office phone is available at 705-748-5901. Our texting support still available Monday to Friday, again 9:30 to 4:30 at 705-710-5234. And then our online support, so you can head over to our website, kawarthasexualassaultcenter.com. And you can message us on our web chat. So you can do that through your phone. So, and then we also have our weekend web chats as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And you can access that on your phone. So it's kind of like a double texting support. As a lot of you folks saw, our 24-hour texting support will be going live soon. You got to figure out all the behind-the-scenes tech stuff first, and then we will be bringing that to you. We do have a lot of people who are using night coping strategies to stay alive, and they're reaching out for support at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we want to make sure that we're there for them. So if you're tuning in, be sure to say hello and where you're tuning in from. And what's super cool, we now have 7 days a week worth of programming. So today and Thursdays, we obviously have this happening, our live streams where we talk about a variety of topics. Tonight we have some yoga with Yami at 5:30. Yes, you can still register, so just send us an email. We will send you that link. Anyone can do it. It is very gentle yoga. You don't have to have any experiences. Hello, Megan from Ottawa. Woo! Hello up in Ottawa. So you don't have to have any experience. You can tune into our yoga with Yami. It's very gentle, trauma-informed, very peaceful and light yoga. Wednesday is our feminist book club. It was so cool. Our feminist book club with Jess. She did a graphic novel, which was so awesome to see. That video is still available here on the Facebook. Thursdays, you're back with me. This Thursday, I'm going to be talking about a lot of different, some social media accounts that you can follow. So there is so much going on online, and we're all, well, if we're on our phone, we're typically connected to some social media. And for me, it is so drowning and so, like, it just takes all my energy out of me whenever I see conspiracy theories or protest or anti this and anti that. I'm just so sick of it. And so I want to promote some really positive social media accounts that I follow. I know FrizzKid has been popping up a lot on here. I love FrizzKid art. It is incredible. So anyway, Thursday I'm going to be talking about social media accounts that you need to follow and have plastered all over your social media. Friday we are doing our expressive arts. We're super pumped that it is still happening here on Facebook. Instagram, we're having our issues, but it's all posted here. Eventually it will slowly get to Facebook, but taking a couple extra steps. Saturday morning is our Kids Corner with Rachel, where we read, where Rachel reads us some books. 8 o'clock in the morning, that's posted, so get your friends and family together, well, you know, your isolated friends and family together, and turn on the TV, hook your computer up, or whatever you're doing, and do some reading with Rachel. It's a really, fun kids book. If you've ever watched it, Rachel is just so endearing. It's fabulous. Sunday, brand new. This Sunday is Self-Compassion Sunday, so I am so proud. So this is one of our counselors, Diana. As some of you know, we unfortunately do have a wait list for our individual counseling, and which really sucks, but also speaks volumes to the fact that there are people that need support right here in our community. So Diana is reading some self-compassion cards, and Diana has really been talking about how important it is to continue to reach out, and Diana wants to do more, and I am so proud to see a counselor doing this kind of work, because with counseling, it is so one-on-one. It's very slow. It's very, you know, and sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast. But it's very personal. And so to see one of our amazing counselors reaching out like this, really extending their abilities, if you will, to reach out to clients. And so Sunday is Self-Compassion Sunday. I'm super excited to see that happening. So that will be a post. We haven't exactly decided when yet, but it will be Sunday. I'm so proud of Diana, and I know Diana has really been speaking a lot about the support that we need to continue to offer, and that it can be so exhausting and uncomfortable too, to be talking to a phone or talking to a computer and seeing a video. And so Diana really wants to reach out and make sure that as many clients and community members as possible feel supported by that. So, and then Monday is our check-in with Lisa. We already know that's happening. Shout out to Lisa if you're on here. There we go. Okay, cool. So today, what are we going to be talking about today? Well, as you have seen in the title of this video, maybe, we're going to be talking about reorienting our 5 senses during this time of physical distancing. And so, you know, being stuck inside or in small apartments, it can be really, really hard to ground ourselves, especially when there's other people around and it's just like you can't get your own space. So I'm going to be talking about how we can reconnect with our 5 senses. Have you stopped to smell the world today? Maybe don't smell your apartment. I don't know. So I'm going to be going over some amazing tips for you folks. So first things first, some of us have pictures hanging around our house. So feel free to take me to your picture right now. I've also got one here, so you can practice with this, or you can look at a photo in your house. Now, what's really great about these types of like nature photos is that it's actually trauma informed, believe it or not. So seeing pictures of nature as opposed to like abstract art really helps with grounding, really helps us orient ourselves. So let's think about it. I'm gonna like zoom in really close. This picture was actually created by my fiance's late father, and his mom got an artist to make this picture of somewhere up in cottage country Muskoka to remember his favorite place. So we're going to transport ourselves right now to this favorite place. So take a moment to take a deep breath. And picture yourself looking out over the water here. What are you standing on? Are you in a tree? Are you standing on gravel? What are you touching? What kind of things are you touching when you're standing out looking in this picture? Maybe you're floating. Maybe you're floating in the air looking at this. What is touching something? Are you standing? So are your feet touching the gravel? Are you standing in bare feet or in shoes? Are you in a tree yourself? What are you hanging on to? Do you have a little sapling stuck to your hand? And while you're here, we're taking a deep breath. What are we smelling when we're in this picture? Do we smell that fresh air? Do we smell, I don't know, some interesting animal scents? Do we smell the water? Thinking back to that water smell and the sounds in this picture. Do we hear the wind? Is the wind going by? What about the sounds of the geese or the animals or the birds? Do you think they're flying by behind you? Maybe behind some of the trees? What about the water? What do we notice about the water? Is it moving for you? Is there many ripples? Is there waves? Can we hear when those waves are slowly rippling or coming up against the sides of the water bay? What about the trees? I know it's quite dark. While we're here, is it sunrise or is it sunset? The trees, are they pointy? Are they soft? What colors do we notice? I know it's quite dark, but, as that sun comes up or as that sun goes down and then comes back up again, what kind of colors do you think these trees are going to be? Do we think there's any leaves on the water that are hidden from sight? Taking a moment to breathe in and put yourself in that image. Maybe you're grabbing yourself one of those favorite drinks that you have whenever you go by the water, or maybe you're going with the very typical pina colada, pretending you're somewhere tropical, and how that would feel, and the pina colada sliding down your throat, into your belly, taking time to really put yourself into wherever that picture is. Maybe it's my picture. So that's something that you can do with yourself to kind of like look at your five senses. It's not just looking at a picture, but how would you feel being here? What are you touching? What are you smelling? What do you hear? I always love thinking about the water sounds. Maybe that's just my Capricorn side coming through again, but I love picturing the water sounds as it hits the sides of the banks. That's my favorite. So move yourself to one of those pictures and picture yourself there. Now, I know for me, I have a variety of photos in my house. One of them is like a frog with some shopping bags. How would you feel being that frog with the shopping bags? And what are you shopping for? And what do you smell? What does the food court smell like? So, I don't know. They're just random things that you can transport yourself there during that time. What else do we have here? Okay, I have some jewelry. Now, you can use a ring. You can use... I'm a Pisces. Oh, I love your waterfall. Yes, my Pisces. Yes. Pisces are a water. What do they call it? Water element? Is that what they call it? I'm Earth as a Capricorn. And so, yeah, that water. So maybe something that you could do if you love being by the water is fill up a cup of water and just like wish it around. Maybe like play with it with your fingertips. Really listen to how that sounds and your connection to the water. Maybe you're pouring it onto something. When it's going down the drain, how can you picture that all flowing down? Just different things that you can think about. Anyway, that's awesome. Thank you, Meg. Recognizable painting. Yes. Very, very recognizable painting. Okay. So, jewelry, whether that's like glasses that you have, a bracelet, maybe a ring. Rings are so great as like a little fidget. But, hold this piece of jewelry in your hand and take a moment to look at it. Are there any scuffs on it? Do we see anything rotating? Can it turn? If you're wearing a ring, can you rotate it on your hand? Any scuffs, any discoloration? And what do we notice about those scuffs? Are they scratches? Thank you, Suzanne Migwetch. Are they scratches? I know for this particular jewelry, I've got some scuffs in the paint This almost looks like a country. You know, the countries have those like sharp edges sometimes. That's kind of what I see here. I know I can't really see it. I'm noticing the colors too, and along it, there's no color on the, I don't know, the inside of the little beads. Now the thing with touch is that typically with touch we think of our hands, but what about touch in other areas of our body? So you can put it on your leg, or you can put it down your leg and on your feet. How does this piece of jewelry feel? Is it rolling? Is it sliding? Maybe we put it on our face. Is it almost like a little massage that we have for ourselves? Rolling it down our shoulders. Are we noticing any stress in our body? Does the jewelry stretch? Does it? I mean, you can see, maybe make it a little bit smaller. You can see the beads going in it. How does that sound? Do all the beads move at once? Or do they kind of go one at a time? For mine, it kind of changes. Sometimes they go all at once, sometimes they slide one by one. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong if everyone's going at once or one by one. But know that they all get to the place that they're going at some point. And that they're all one unit for this. Jewelry. You can play with that to help ground us. How does it sound? How does it sound? How does it feel? Does it have a smell? Taking time to really be one with simple things around our environments. What else do I have here? I have also have a body spray. And so obviously scents are kind of a hit and miss for some people, and that's okay. Not every single thing is going to work. But something that you can do, where you get your own little perfume or body spray, or some cases, a diffuser. Today I have gratitude because of the weather and how much the weather changes, and it doesn't matter what we do, there's nothing that we can do to control it, we just have to be one with it. And so I'm making sure that I am breathing in every ounce of sunshine that I can, because who knows how long it's going to last. We know the sunshine will come back, but take some time to really appreciate the world around us. And so I'm going to do a little spray of this. And so you don't spray it at you. It's going to be very intense, but I just kind of like to do a little. And notice the scent. Is it getting stronger or weaker with every breath that you take? Is the scent changing? Sorry. Is the scent changing every time we take a breath? Do we feel our bodies changing? Is it a scent that we like to breathe in? Maybe a scent that we don't like to breathe in as much. What are some of the smells? That one, I smell some lavender. Maybe like a hint of citrus. I feel like vanilla. I don't know, I've been on a vanilla kick lately. It's like I feel like I'm always smelling vanilla. Let's see. What do we have in here? And then like after you trying to think of the scents, you can then cheat and see if you've got any right. Let's see. Glycerin, benzoin, lavender oil. Okay, so I got lavender. Ylang ylang oil. Ylang ylang. Cinnamon. Lime. Okay, I noticed some citrus somewhere. Okay. Oh yes, and I've got my gratitude going too. So what's in the gratitude I've got going? Citrus, okay, so we had that orange, vanilla, coffee, spearmint, rosewood, sage, benzoin, and black pepper. Interesting kind of combinations of scents. And when I do these diffusers, I don't just put like a few little drops in. Like I just like sit there and do this and get all the scent in possible to really fill that space. And I also try as well to have timings of certain scents. So in the morning, I like to have more citrus scents to kind of wake myself up, to wake up to the world around me, to wake up those 5 scents that are happening. It's also why I like to drink juice in the morning to really wake up my body. So I typically use a more citrus scent in the morning. So like lemon, lime, orange. What other kind of citrus is there? Grapefruit. If you think of any, let me know. And sometimes I don't have time. You know, we're lazy sometimes. So sometimes I don't have time to, you know, like get my diffuser ready, pour the water in. So sometimes I'll literally just open the little diffuser oil or the essential oils and I'll just do some circles. So like it's not that far from my face. But I get little wafts of it and to really just like take that time. I like leaning over like my bathroom counter in the morning and putting my hands on it and opening up my chest with that deep breath and then collapsing, and I do 2 or 3 of those in the morning to just, it's also like a light stretch. So in the mornings I like my citrus. In the afternoons I like more of like my mints and my earthy scents, so like that cedar, sage. So I'm so sad that like our office is closed. I always love going over to Niche, and they're always like burning some sage in any time of the day. It's really beautiful just to like take that in. It's like you're getting like a vicarious cleansing. Sage has like Mountain High. That's a really nice scent as well. I don't know what's in it, but there's like earthy kind of tones. And then for the evening, I like really relaxing scents like lavender, lilac, whatever scent that you would use that would be more calming. There's like a yoga scent as well, like vanilla, really calming. Those really like soft scents that, you know, it's almost like you can see a scent. Like citrus has that like zing to it, whereas like something like cedar has more of like a grounded, and then those like lilacs and vanillas, it almost seems like a soft wave of relaxation. So using those scents can really help ground you. I wouldn't recommend tasting them though. And maybe for each scent you have a place that you envision, or maybe you put a scent on and then look at your picture. So what else do we have? Touch. So I like to use my back massagers. Let's see if I can turn this on. Perfect. So, you know, you can hold that back massager in your hand. Does that back massager move? I don't think you can tell, but it's kind of like shifting little bits. It might fall off my hand shortly. Really using this as a really great grounding tool. So sometimes it's hard to just sit and take really deep breaths. So I like to kind of take my back massager and I start at my feet. And so I have it on my feet. And I'm taking a deep breath, focusing on the vibrations, moving through my ankles, my legs, all the way through my belly, my chest, taking a deep breath with each placement. And then, of course, on our shoulders and on our necks, we hold a lot of stress in our necks, in our shoulders. Oop, getting stuck in my hair. And so... Sorry, I got something on it. So, you know, how are we taking that time with our massager? Is there, I don't know if there's a vibration or not, but taking that time with the massager to take those deep breaths, feel what the vibrations feel like. Is there a certain area on your massager that's massaging or more vibrational than other parts? I know for this one, up at the top part here, there's a little bit more vibration happening than at the base. And so, you know, if we're feeling a lot of stress in our neck, are we using that to kind of hit those points as well taking some really deep breaths and I got my hair everywhere, and relaxing with that massager, focusing on those different vibrational patterns, taking it through our body, really deep breaths. Maybe we're envisioning our chakras and those different colors through our body. Maybe how we're connecting our emotional connections, our spiritual connections, all those different things coming together when we're connecting our five senses, as well as the different areas in our healing wheel as well. And then these are just things that I've kind of picked up around the house that we can use for our five senses. So I've grabbed a sugar scrub. This one looks like it's from the Body Shop. And then some moisturizer, hand cream. And I have so many different types of creams and stuff that have just been sitting around my house. So for this sugar scrub, you know, you can really take some time to kind of play with it and, like, you know, go back to that playful aspect. Maybe you're role playing and you're now a researcher figuring out the different types of textures and really trying to describe this sugar scrub in as much detail as you can. So I'll just take, taking the lid off, what's the smell? For this one, we've got plum and frost. Is there any other types of scents? I really like using a sugar scrub. Take some off there. And taking it between two fingers. Right now I'm using my thumb and my middle finger. And looking at the texture. Is there like a smell? Or is there a sound? I'm like listening. Oh, a sound has developed. Let's see if we can hear it. Maybe. I don't know if you can hear it or not. And now I'm going to do a comparative analysis. And I'm going to open up my hand cream here. I'm going to put a little bit of that, again, in those fingers. So on one hand I've got my scrub. On my other hand I've got my cream. And, you can do these at the same time or just one at a time. And just feel. Listen. Is there anything different that's happening? So right now, it's my sugar scrub has become a lot more sugary and a lot less. Ooh, can you hear it? It's become a lot less jelly and a lot more sugary. And for this one, I can actually feel it. I can feel it less, but it's becoming more smooth. And so, is there a different scent between these? Notice anything in the fingers? Do you think that one might be better for a certain area of your body versus another? Which one do you like best? Can you picture a situation where you would use one over the other? So for me, for the cream, I'm thinking in the winter because everything kind of dries up. And so I want things to be creamy and soft. And then for the sugar scrub, I'm thinking about summer because kind of like exfoliate to really like take in as much sun as possible to really like open everything up. That's what I'm kind of thinking about. One thing I also have is, here it is, from Sage. Sorry, I've got stuff all over my hands now. The mint. So it's like the peppermint halo. And so, you don't just have to put stuff like around your head, but you can put it on your wrist. And then throughout the day, you can use that to like orient. I like to put stuff on my wrist and kind of create a memory trigger with that. So to think, okay, I'm picturing myself in my happy place right now. Things are really calm. Happy place, scent. Happy place, scent. And I try to make that priming happen in my mind because our brains like to be really smart, right? They like to keep us alive. And so to think about that really positive place and breathe in that scent. Okay, I'm thinking about that really positive place. That really positive place really makes me feel relaxed. In terms of touch and what I feel around me, I feel lots of grass. I feel like the softness of the earth. I can hear a little bit of crunch from the leaves because I'm walking somewhere. I'm taking really slow steps. Okay, that minty smell. And so now I've kind of primed my brain to think about this positive experience with that scent. And yeah, you may not be able to have that scent. That may not be the exact scent of, when you go out with that positive experience. But to kind of recreate that is to have that specific scent and connect it to that positive experience. You see where I'm going here? So that, through the stress of your day, you're making dinner, you're dealing with the chaos in your house, and you just take one moment. Going to that happy place. So that's something that I like to do. Man, we've gone through so much. We've talked about our picture and looking at our picture and transporting ourselves to that. We've talked about different sprays and scents that we can use in our house. Thank you so much, Savis. I always forget, Savis or Savis. We love you anyway. Playing with your jewelry and how that can help ground you, or even different types of moisturizers or scrubs. I'm going to put this on before we have a catastrophe happen. Who else knows what's going to happen in this physical isolation time? All right. My hands are gooey. All the scents are filling my air. My senses are 100% on a high right now. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Just as a reminder, our KSAC supports are still here for you. 24/7 is our crisis line, 1-866-298-7778. And then throughout the day, 9:30 to 4:30, we have our office line available, 705-748-5901. Our texting support, it's just during business times right now. It will expand to 24 hours a day at 705-710-5234, and then our online supports and our weekend web chats are available on our website. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Tonight we have yoga with Yami. So yes, you can still register for that. It's tonight at 5:30. And it's a lot of fun, really relaxing, really calming, and it's very gentle as well. You do not have to be a yogi expert in order to join. Tomorrow is our feminist book club, where you are back with me on Thursday. Oh, hey Tasha, we're back with me on Thursday, and I'm going to be talking about different social media accounts that you need to follow, because there's so much negativity and conspiracies and protests happening. I want to give you the best accounts to really put a smile on your face. Friday is our weekend, it's our weekend web chat, but it's also our expressive arts. Saturday is our book reading, Kids Corner with Rachel. Sunday is Self-Compassion Sunday, and then we're checking back in with Lisa on Monday. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Enjoy this Tuesday. Enjoy any ounce of sunshine that we get, and make sure to really think about your 5 senses today and for the rest of the week and the rest of your life. No pressure. Have a fabulous